Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Division 2 Mobil 1 Cup Series race, number 7 from Infineon. This is the Pepsi Max 300 version 2 as we prepare for 41 drivers to take to this amazing road course and see who's going to come out on top here today at Infineon here in Sonoma, California. We have, as I mentioned, 41 drivers in this field. We already know who's won the Pepsi Max 300 version 1 race. That, of course, was Joshua Courier picking up his first career win. May have the same thing happen here today. You never know. Barney Ward finds himself on the pole. Alongside of him, a newcomer in his first Mobil 1 Cup Series start, Cole Daly in the number 36. Then we got Jake Baskinger and Arnold Columbia in row 2. Remember, the 53 went to victory lane last season, but that was a 53 Domino's Chevrolet with Brandon Gonzalez behind the wheel. But number 53 may have a little bit of luck to it. We may see Arnold Columbia get to victory lane here today and put the 53 in victory lane at Infineon for the second straight year. Here we go now. The command to fire the engines has been given. They will roll around for 2 pace laps, and then we'll put them under green. And while they do that, here is the starting lineup for today's race. Now, probably some of you that follow the NNSCRA very, very closely have realized something that I just realized. We actually ended up having a change in the schedule. Last season, race number 7 came from Talladega, and race number 8 came at Infineon. Well, apparently the schedule was switched around a little bit this season, and so race number 7 is coming here at Infineon. Race number 8 next week will be at Talladega. So I was pretty interested by that. I thought to myself, wait a minute, isn't Infineon always race number 8 in our season? And apparently I didn't realize that I had actually had it that it was going to be race number 7 and Talladega was going to be race number 8. So I surprised myself as well. Wait a minute, why is there dust back there? Oh, someone's blown up. Who is that? That's our Daytona winner, Joe Davis. Rookie Joe Davis has blown up, and he's coming down pit road. What a tough break there. Joe Davis, the guy who won at Daytona. I think he came in 15th in the standings into this event. But, oh, what a tough break there. We're also going to be keeping an eye on Brendan Allen. He's got to finish 27th or better to leave with the points lead. At least he'll finish up better than Trent Dunham did in the first division race. A lot of stuff we got to keep track of. But Joe Davis has retired from the race. I don't even think he'll be listed on the scoring monitor due to not even taking the green flag. So Joe Davis is going to get credited for 41st position, even though it probably won't even be shown on the scoring monitor. Green flag out as I've been jabbering on here. Barney Ward going to lead him off this turn. Look at Jake Baskinger sliding through that turn. But that turn really hasn't been much of a problem for these Mobil 1 Cup cars. That really has surprised me. They've seemed to have a lot worse of a time getting through the S's. The trucks, however, really had a hard time in that first turn as Barney Ward continues to lead the way. Cole Daly right there in second, Arnold Columbia third. Ashton Brab has now moved to fourth, and I think Jake Baskinger has now slid back to the 5th position. Through the S's they come. This is where we've seen the Mobil 1 Cup cars have problems. Cars just not being able to give each other enough room as Barney Ward will come off of the turn of the exit of the S's, and we are still under green. Good to see that. And how about Cole Daly? How would it be for him in his first Mobil 1 Cup Series start to go to victory lane in that 36th car? That would be absolutely incredible. There's a battle on for third. Ashton Brab to the inside of Arnold Columbia. Brab is a rookie as well, and he'll move to the inside line and take the 3rd position away from Arnold Columbia. Meanwhile, Matthew Rodriguez has now emerged into the top 5, taking the 5th position away from Jake Baskinger. So very interesting there that Matthew Rodriguez is moving up. He's a former winner this season. He won, I believe it was at Phoenix earlier this season. Oh, there's another car that we haven't talked about hardly at all this season. We're going to talk a lot about... Oh my goodness, John Worry gets turned. Oh, and into the fence he goes. Rear deck lid first. And who's that? Joey Dawson? No, that's Jesse Kaplan and Sean Galligan that got together there. And oh, Alex Filter rear ends John Worry. What was he thinking? Does that bring out the caution? Yeah, of course it does. Cole Daly has gotten by for the lead, by the way. Rookie Cole Daly to the front. The two yellow, white, and black race cars battling it out here. Ashton Brab, Arnold Columbia, and now Jake Baskinger. That's the top five, as Daly will come around and lead for the first time today. Meanwhile, Ashton Brab starting to close in for second on Barney Ward, but we have had our first caution come out. It was for John Worry getting turned by, I think if I remember correctly, it was by Joey Dawson. I think Joey Dawson may have gotten into him. Jesse Kaplan, Sean Galligan also got together up there, but didn't look like they sustained much damage. And then Alex Filter rear-ended the car of John Worry as he came back onto the racetrack and tried to attempt to get his car going again. Caution is out. Cole Daly leads under the caution. Oh, and Dylan Young must have spun out in that new small soldier shell paint scheme. And there's Worry and there's Filter. They were the two that we pretty much were put under the caution for. So the caution is waving here for the first time today. Filter's coming down pit road. Dylan Young had something happen as well, but Cole Daly leads under caution. Let's see what happened. Let's take a look from our helicopter view. I think maybe John Worry slides through this corner, and Joey Dawson doesn't have anywhere to go. Right there, the contact is made. You know, nothing against Joey Dawson. He did nothing wrong. He was running his line, and John Worry's car got loose coming up off that corner, and really it was just a mistake on both parts. There was nothing that anybody could do. Nobody was at fault in that. It was just a result of circumstances there, but John Worry did hit that retaining wall, but that retaining wall pretty doggone hard in that 81 car. But something further back here occurs with Sean Galligan. Oh, here we go. Jesse Kaplan. Does he get contact here from Callum Wales? No? Let's rewind it just a little bit here. See if we can find out what happened here. No, looks like nothing happens. The two unsponsored cars of Callum Wales and Jesse Kaplan. Thought maybe they'd get together off this turn, but no. What happened was Kaplan got loose, and Callum Wales went up to the high side to try to avoid hitting the 47. And Galligan, all that happened to him was he had to stay on the high side of the 93 of Joseph Lombard. So Galligan and Jesse Kaplan both were okay. They didn't spin out or anything, but there's the disabled car of John Worry. And I think he gets involved with with Dylan Young down here at the hard right-hand turn before you get to the S's as well. Let's look at that. Let's take a look here. There's the John Worry machine, and Dylan Young's going to come pretty hot into the corner, and yeah, he just gets into that right rear quarter panel of the 81. And I don't think it was really anything to do with the 81 being off the pace or anything either. Sorry, I just hit my microphone. But Dylan Young, luckily, the big thing for Dylan Young was he was able to get out of this sand pit. This sand pit is very difficult for drivers to escape. And if they get caught in it, most of the time they go a lap down. But Dylan Young was able to get out, and he's continued on. He's still in the lead lap. Let's go back to green flag racing, as I believe they have made pit stops. They have indeed made pit stops, and one driver who came down pit road early and then stayed out when all the rest of the drivers made their pit stops was Alex Filter, and he is our new leader. He, of course, got caught up in that incident after he rear-ended the John Worry machine, but he leads the way over Cole Daly. Ashton Brab is third, fourth is Barney Ward, fifth is Ryan Juke, Jake Baskinger sixth, seventh is Matthew Rodriguez, eighth Jake Johnson, ninth Dunn LaPrade, and Joseph Bryant is up in 10th place. As we get ready to go back to green flag racing, there's the Nationwide Series Dodge Charger peeling off, and nobody out of the race. Only one driver has retired, and that was before we even took the green flag. That was Joe Davis, and we have gotten the report that his number won't even be shown on the finishing order because he didn't even come down across our finish line to take the green flag. So keep in mind that the 41st place car was Joe Davis. Alex Filter, he's got that damage on the hood. We'll see if that's going to cause any problems with his speed here. Normally, speed isn't necessary at a road course, and we'll see if that's going to be the case here. Cole Daly trying to get by. Oh, there goes Joseph Bryant up the hill. I think Danny Wells was involved with him as well. Those two took pretty hard licks there, and the caution is out just like that. We just go under the green, and we're already under the caution flag. Alex Filter starting to drive away. Cole Daly second. Ashton Brab third. Fourth is Barney Ward. Well, actually, maybe not for long. Here comes Jake Baskinger, Ryan Juke, Matthew Rodriguez. This is a pretty good 5-6 car tussle for that spot. Timmy Pacioli got loose back there, almost got turned around. He kept it straight, though. Here they come through that hard right-hand turn before they hit the S's. Jake Baskinger, Barney Ward, they are side by side for that fourth position. Meanwhile, Ryan Juke trying to see which line is going to open up. Look out off this turn. Contact. Almost getting turned was Baskinger off the nose of the Ryan Juke machine, but somehow they keep it together. Matthew Rodriguez, Jake Johnson, they continue to run there and wait for a line to open. Looks like they'll continue to race double wide, though. This is now for fifth between Baskinger and Ryan Juke. Meanwhile, up front, it is Ashton Brad getting by Cole Daly. That is for second place. Daly going to try and battle back here at the stripe. We'll see if he can do so. Oh, my word! Whose car was that upside down? Someone flipped! Who is that? There's Joseph Lombard, but that's not who it was. Who is it? Someone flipped up into the air. Jake Rogers has damage. I think it may have been Bill James. Someone got airborne there. Lombard is involved. Kaplan is involved. Jake Rogers, I saw, had heavy front-end damage to his race car. Kenny McCurry may have been involved. There's Tony Speed. There's Jake Rogers making his return to the Mobil and Cup Series. Remember, he was a championship contender last season. And Adam Rose has sustained heavy damage as well. There were two incidents that occurred involving quite a few drivers who have been doing pretty well in the standings. And Joseph Bryant is one of them, along with Danny Wells. Let's see what we're under the caution for. Alex Filter leads, and there were two huge incidents that occurred. One right after we took the green flag, and then another when we were coming to get the caution flag down. I believe it was at the entrance of turn 11. Well, Joseph Bryant had just broken into the top 10. Looks like Danny Wells tries to attempt to go 3 wide here, and Joseph Bryant kind of almost hooks the Danny Wells machine. And Dunn LaPrade gets a little piece of it as well, but watch the 70 car go up the hill and then back down the hill. Somehow he gets his car going, but Joseph Bryant's car gets caught there. He may be able to continue. Wasn't really that much damage to the 89 car, but he is undoubtedly going to go a lap down. But the scary wreck that occurred... Oh, there's Tony Speed making contact there. I was with Hiroshi Kato, and he goes spinning as well. Does the number 43. But Bill James took a wild ride on the entrance of the turn 11 area. We're going to look at that right now. Well, it all starts with two rookies, Joseph Lombard, Quentin Hagler. Hagler's going to get into Lombard's right rear, turn him down into that tire barrier, and once that car hits the tire barrier, there's no doubt about it, it's coming back up the racetrack. Watch Sean Galligan just barely squeak through, but then here comes Kenny McCurry, here comes Bill James. There's the contact right there with the Bill James machine, and it is just on. Look at this. Jake Rogers, Adam Rose, they pound the wall. The 38 car flipping, barrel rolling is the 38 Great Clips Chevrolet of Bill James, and that is just one hard impact. Look at that's right there is when I saw the 38. He was up in the air. Oh, and he comes back down on the Baskinger machine. And then Adam Rose going to get even more contact. That's when his hood gets crunched up as he nails the back of the 38 car. But that was a 4 or 5 car incident that occurred there. And that's really a lot of hard licks, including this guy here. Jake Rogers was actually a championship contender at the season finale of Zen Joltis last year when he drove the number 25 car. But he makes his return here at Infineon and ends up wrecked. That McDonald's Happy Meal box has just been completely crushed. Well, they took the opportunity to make pit stops once again. Filter actually pitted and lost quite a few spots. He's starting near the tail end of the field. Drivers out as a result of the wreck include Joseph Lombard and Jesse Kaplan, I believe. Is Kaplan still on the racetrack? I don't think so. I'm just going to quickly look here. Forgive me, I just want to make sure that I got the facts straight. Yes, Kaplan has retired. For some reason, Joseph Bryant has actually continued. Jake Rogers, Bill James, all those drivers, they are still in this thing, even after that contact. Adam Rose is still in as well. Cole Daly leads the way. Ashton Brab is second. Barney Ward third. Ryan Juke fourth. Jake Baskinger is fifth. And it's Jake Johnson, Matthew Rodriguez, Justin Perry, then Jacob Remier, and Dunn LaPrade. Of course, Jacob Remier driving here because he's the road course expert. We noticed that in the PROWC Rally Car Series when he nearly took the victory at Daytona Road Course. So, because of his road course expertise, Dallas McPherson will be racing next week at Talladega, and Jacob Remier is driving the 97 here this week at Infineon. Cole Daly been out front pretty much all day long, or at least up in the top 5 for most of the day. After starting on the outside of the front row, green flag back out on lap 8 of 17. Ashton Brab going to make a move already, but he's not going to have the preferred line here. Let's see what happens. Ooh, look out! Whoa, everybody shuffling, slicing, and dicing off that turn as Cole Daly's going to use that inside momentum, get away from Ashton Brab, and now Ryan Juke's going to take the lead. Whoa! I was going to say he was going to take second. I just had to say he took the lead because Cole Daly made a mistake there and relinquishes the lead over to the number 74, Ryan Juke. Remember, he's been to victory lane already. Juke took the win in the Mobil Cup Series race at Quarter Slammer a few weeks ago. He's looking for a career Mobil Cup Series win number 2. Meanwhile, further back, Barney Ward, Cole Daly, those two seem to have been battling all day long no matter what position it is. Whoa! Barney Ward, hang on, boy! Close call there for the 99 as he slid that car off that turn and went through the dirt. He lost a position. That, of course, was lost to Ashton Brab. Now he's about to lose some more positions. Justin Perry, Jacob Remier, and Dunn LaPrade are all there. We're seeing a lot of young names, a lot of new names up here. Whoa! Barney Ward gets the wall and, oh, keeps it going. That was close. He could have gotten rear-ended there. Cole Daly there in second. He's about to get challenged by Ashton Brab for that spot as Ryan Juke is just waving goodbye to the rest of the field. And I'll tell you who to watch. That guy right there, Jacob Remier. He's got quite a bit of experience at road courses, and he is coming. Also, keep your eye on this guy. We don't talk about him at all because he hardly ever qualified into any races, but now with the new system, he's going to be in each and every race, and Dunn LaPrade may bring something to the table. Also, how about Callum Wales? Good run for the 40 car, up in the 7th position now. Jacob Lawler in 8th. Carter Keselowski in the new 54 Monster Camry is now up in 9th place. Of course, he has Chicago Bears sponsoring him. I believe he had a Dodge then, but now he's in a new 54 ride, and he's running very well. And then Barney Ward has slipped all the way back here into the 10th position after, I guess, he made that mistake through the dirt, and I guess that's what cost him. Richard Johnson, he's now up into the 11th position in that 92 car. Danny Wells, 13th, 12th. 13th now is Jake Cole. Arnold Columbia, 14th. And Christian James runs currently in the 15th position. There's Bill Raymond. He is in 17th. 18th, Quentin Hagler. 19th is Sean Galligan. And there's our Truck Series winner from the version 2 race of the Pepsi Max 250, Bob Fergus. He picked up his first Truck Series victory here at Infineon yesterday, and he's trying to do the same in the Mobil Cup Series, currently running in the 20th position. We talked about looking at where Brendan Allen is running. He has to be running 28th or better. Where is he? Crossed the stripe last time in the 27th position. He does have some damage to that number 75 car as he's now trying to catch up to Hiroshi Kato and bypass Jake Baskinger. But Brendan Allen, he's got a little bit more work to do if he's going to make sure he leaves with the points lead. Well, that's going to lose him quite a few spots there as he messes up that turn and loses spots to both Baskinger and John Worry. There's Alex Filter. He was running up front for a while. He's now back in the 30th position. Wonder what's up with that. Oh, pit stops. Matthew Rodriguez is on pit road. That may have been for a damaged race car, though. Oh, he gets nailed by Timmy Pacioli. Look out. Oh, Pacioli is hard into the fence. Is the caution out for that? No. Looks like drivers are making pit stops. Let's see what our leader, Ryan Juke, is doing. Now, he's still leading. But there were some drivers on pit road. Tony Speed was on pit road. Matthew Rodriguez on pit road. And Timmy Pacioli may have just taken himself out of this race after nailing the back bumper of that Matthew Rodriguez machine. I'm seeing a good battle back here. Carter Keselowski trying to get around Jacob Lawler. That is for position number 8. Keselowski, Lawler. This is some good battling pretty much from this spot on back. From second place Cole Daly on back. Ashton Brab now going to move Cole Daly out of the way. Daly, welcome to Infineon as he just gets a little shove from the Ashton Brab machine. And Brab's going to take second position. Daly back to third. And Justin Perry trying to come up here and finish a good finish today as he runs in the 4th position. You know, Justin Perry ended up having the pole for the Truck Series race here yesterday. I believe that was in the version 1 race of the Pepsi Max 250. And so he may have a fast car here today, too. He's all over the back bumper of the Cole Daly machine. No doubt about that. Look at that. That's awfully close. Question is, when is Ryan Juke going to think about making a pit stop? I think they are going to have to make one more pit stop. There's the damaged Timmy Pacioli machine. He's finally coming down pit road. And I'm pretty certain that car is going to have to retire from the race. No, they are going to try and repair it. We are still caution free. Oh, there's Barney Ward. Something must have happened to him. He's about to go a lap down to Ryan Juke. He must have made a pit stop, I think. Maybe Jake Johnson as well. Matthew Rodriguez. But Barney Ward, he's about to get challenged for staying on the lead lap. That's interesting. I'm trying to look here. Let's see if the Barney Ward machine has any damage. It doesn't look like he does, and it looks like he is up to speed. He may have made a pit stop there or something. I don't know what happened to Barney Ward. But his troubles pretty much started when he was battling for the third position with Cole Daly and then messed up a turn, went through the dirt, and he fell all the way back to 10th. And since then, it has just been downhill for that 99 car. Meanwhile, Ryan Juke trying to close in. Ashton Brab runs second. Cole Daly is third. Justin Perry fourth. And look who's popped into the top 5. Jacob Remier is up there in the 97. Matter of fact, I didn't notice this, but both Nemco Motorsports Nationwide Series entries are in this top 10. Ashton Brab in second and Remier in 5th. Dunlaprad still running very well in 6th. 7th, Callum Wales. Carter Keselowski 8th. 9th now is Richard Johnson, and Jacob Lawler is 10th. The 53 car still trying to work the 53 Magic. That is Arnold Columbia. Oh, contact with Jacob Lawler. Look out. They're going to go through the dirt, and that's going to lose them a few spots. I think they made some contact there, and here comes Jake Cole. This guy really has impressed me in the Mobil 1 Cup Series especially. Sorry about that. As I was saying, Jake Cole has really impressed me. He has started dead last in his last 2 starts and still manages to pull out at least a top 20 finish. I think he's had 2 top 10 finishes in that 41 car, but he had a little bit better of a qualifying start today, but he still is pulling out a good run as he currently runs in the 12th position. Christian Janes in that number 66 car with the purplish paint scheme on it this week. He'll probably be going back to the yellow and red next week at Talladega, but he's running well. In the 13th position is Mr. Consistency. As a matter of fact, yep, we got pit stops. Anybody from the lead pack coming down besides Christian Janes? No, nobody is. So we're going to follow Christian Janes, who's going to give up position number 13 to make a pit stop here in the closing stages of the Pepsi Max 300. Janes pulls into his pit box. Anybody else coming down? Joey Dawson gives up 22nd to make a pit stop. There's Joseph Bryan and Hiroshi Kato and Kenny McCurry. Matthew Rodriguez, Danny Wells, Tony Speed, Jake Johnson. They're trying to stay ahead of the leader. So is Barney Ward, as Ryan Juke is right there trying to close in on the Barney Ward machine. Meanwhile, Ashton Brab's trying to close in on the Ryan Juke machine. Janes has completed his pit service. Joey Dawson about to complete his. They are finished with their pit stops. And you have to think that with Christian Janes pitting there, that it's only a matter of time before Ryan Juke's going to come down. You got to wonder, Christian Janes is off sequence with everybody right now. Is that going to help him in this? Here we go. Everybody else is coming down pit road now. Here comes the Ryan Juke machine. As he will come down pit road, we'll go to our pit rate camera. Ooh, he got a piece of the wall there, and that may have slowed him down. There's Brad, there's Daly, Perry, Remier, Laprade, Wales, Keselowski, Johnson, Lawler, Columbia, Cole, Raymond, Galligan, everybody coming in. I think Jake Baskinger decided to stay out. I think he did. Yeah, Jake Baskinger, getting a report, has stayed out. There he is in the 71, trying to stretch it. Can he do that? I don't know. We'll find out. Here comes Cole Daly, getting into that second pit box, which he inherited by being on the outside of the front row. Tell you who else is going to help is Barney Ward. And Ashton Brab's going to beat... Yeah, Ashton Brab is the new leader. Well, not the new leader, but he beat Ryan Juke out of pit road. That's our current leader, Jake Baskinger. As Baskinger, I don't know if he's going to be able to make it all the rest of the way in that 71 car, but He's certainly going to try. Baskinger, whoa! That car must not be handling too well, or else his tires are old, and that may be an indication he may have to come down pit road, regardless of the fact of whether he's good to go on fuel or not, because I don't know how much of an advantage he has over second place now Ashton Brab, but Brab on fresher tires could run down the 71 car, no doubt about that. Let's see if indeed Baskinger is the leader. He could be on the tail end of the lead lap. I don't know for certain. The official word is that Baskinger is a lap down in 33rd, and the caution is out. Oh, Ryan Juke is involved in something. And Ashton Brab, I think, is going to inherit the lead. And he's going to come around. The caution will probably maybe come out and end this race. Ashton Brab is the current leader. Ryan Juke, who is running in second at the time, is involved in something. And indeed, the caution is out. Who would Brab have made contact with, though? Could it have been Dunn LaPrade? LaPrade was 16th last time, but it could have been. But there's the car, Ryan Juke. Involved in something here in the late stages. What a tough break. Let's see what happened to him. Now here's a look at what happens. Ryan Juke is trying to catch up to Ashton Brab. Meanwhile, Jacob Remier wants by Ryan Juke for the second position. And right there, I think, is going to be the contact. No, not yet. Is it right? Where is the contact? Oh, right there, right there. Remier turns just a little bit too much to the right, and it's going to send the 74 car spinning, and oh, look at that impact. And he was running in the second position at the time. Jacob Remier went through the dirt, but still kept the second position, but that's a tough break for Ryan Juke. We're about ready to close the book on this race. Let's see how it's going to end up. Let's go back, see if we're going to get back to green flag racing. There's Ryan Juke, who was running in second position, is going to be done for the day. Well, the indication is that we are going to not go back to green flag racing. This race will end under the caution flag, and Ashton Brab has picked up his first career Mobil and Cup Series victory. And look at this. Nemco Motorsports is going to get a 1-2 finish. The 87 and 97 come away with a 1-2 finish. How about that? Justin Perry, he's going to finish in third. Cole Daly's been up front all day long. He's going to get fourth place. Fifth will be Richard Johnson. Sixth, Carter Keselowski. Seventh will be Callum Wales. Eighth, Jacob Lawler. Joseph Bryan actually finished a lap down in 33rd. Ninth was Hiroshi Kato. How in the world did he get up to ninth place? He was running at the tail end of the field. I'll bet you he made an early pit stop and stretched it. What strategy by Hiroshi Kato. He'll come away with a top 10 finish, and Bill Raymond will complete the top 10. Sean Galligan 11th, Arnold Columbia 12th. Dylan Young, he was involved in something early on. He'll get 13th. 14th is Amy Nathan, and 15th is Joey Dawson. A great run for the 46 car. Where did Brendan Allen finish? He had to finish in the 27th position or better. He'll finish in 31st. This has not been a good week for either of the co-points leaders, Trent Dunham or Brendan Allen. Allen will get credited for 31st position here today. Trent Dunham got credited for 28th. So that begs the question, is there going to be a new points leader heading into next week's race at Talladega? We don't know. But Ashton Brab is going to come around, and he's going to take the checkered flag. And Ashton Brab in the 87 car is going to head into Talladega with some momentum as the winner of the Pepsi Max 300 version 2. Crossing the stripe, Nemco Motorsports, a 1-2 finish with Brab and Remier finishing in the first and second positions. Hope you folks enjoyed this race. The official standings are coming up right after this, and also the finishing order. Hope you'll tune in when we have the Pepsi Max 350 version 1 and Pepsi Max 350 version 2 and Pepsi Max 350 version 3, the three divisions of the Snickers Cup Series coming up here at Infineon. Then next week we head to the High Bank Super Speedway of Talladega. Hope that you enjoyed this race. Tune in for the points that'll be coming up after this. If you were in race 1, your points are also coming up after this, as all the points were combined. And keep it glued here to the NSRA Sports Channel, offline racing at its best.